Right.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea Huffman. I am the founder of Relations to Business. And today's something to think about topic is overcoming life changes. And I'm excited today because our guest today is Deborah Jackson. Deborah has had a life changing experience. And I'm excited that she is here today to tell us about her life changing experience that may inspire someone else. So, how you doing today, Deborah?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. And thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you taking
No
time out of
problem.
your schedule.
No problem.
All right. So, how old was you when you had your first stroke?
I was 47 years old, not knowing anything about anything. I was just living life and it just happened to me. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. It just happened. Hard hit. Hard hit.
Hard head. At what after you had your stroke, um, then I mean, it was it a series of strokes or just one stroke that made a life changing for you, or was it a series of strokes?
Well, what happened was that was already on blood pressure pills.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to Georgia, because I used to live in South Carolina, so I went to Georgia, and I kept going to doctors and everything like that. So when they didn't diagnose me with the kidney disease, that was the nephrologist. So I just kept the medicine. I didn't want to take a lot of medicines, and so I wasn't taking my medicines like that. So that's what happened. I
Oh,
had
okay.
like when I had a stroke in the hospital, I got sick, and I went in the hospital I went in the hospital because they said my blood pressure was too high. So um after they tried to I went to Fayetteville Hospital, and then after they tried to get it down, bring my blood pressure down, they brought it down too fast, and that caused me to have a stroke. And then I had to wind up going to Grady. So when I
Okay.
went to Grady, they said I had multiple strokes and that I wasn't gonna make it. They
Oh,
said I
wow.
had so many they couldn't count.
Oh, Deborah.
So yeah, I had that many, and I didn't know anything. All I wanted to do was go home. I was
Yeah.
I was like, no, I ain't want to be in a hospital because I am not a hospital person. I didn't want to do all that. So they had to talk me in the stand, and they couldn't find out. They had to bring me back, like, I want to say about 3 times they had to bring me back. And when they brought me back, that's when they found out I had like several strokes. I ain't just had one stroke, I had several. They call them TIAs.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
had little strokes. Yeah. And 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 the rest is history. And
Oh,
I just
wow,
came out
Deborah.
of it. Yeah.
Now that, of course, I know just changed a lot of things for you.
Oh
You had to
yes.
learn how to
Yes.
walk, you had to learn how to
Yes.
talk, those
Yes.
things just changed your whole lifestyle.
Right.
Just changed your whole lifestyle. Can you tell us, I know with when you by you having multiple strokes, I know that affect your walking, affect your talking, that's change your whole lifestyle. So could you
Mm-hmm.
tell us from that back at that point, you couldn't walk, you couldn't talk up until now where you're doing marvelous things.
Okay. Yeah. Of course, I couldn't walk. I could talk, but it was so mumbled that you couldn't understand what I was saying. And I was trying to get stuff out, but you just couldn't. Like I ain't talk. I was not talking clear like I am now.
Okay.
So I had to go through therapy. I graduated that. I was in a wheelchair. I graduated that. I was in a walker. I was using a walker. I graduated that. I got a cane. I graduated that because I was determined to walk without all that. Because determination is key.
All right. All
If you
right.
don't have that, you might well just go ahead and be a vegetable.
Oh
So
wow.
when I was doing my therapy, when it was because I had to read like it wasn't like it was like a regular little magazine or whatever, and they let you read that. So I graduated. They were telling me when I was reading that, they were telling me, the doctors, they were like, "Well, you okay? You don't need to read all that and this and that. You okay? We're gonna graduate you from that or this and that." So I had to learn. They didn't want me to stay by myself. You know, I had to learn how to cook. I had to learn how to make my bed up. I had to learn how to make my put my socks on and all that, brush my teeth, all that. But you know, I still could do some things. But they showed me another way to do it. Cause I'm a very like neat freak like type person. So I had to learn, I had to learn how to do things that I did back then. They had to teach me how to do it. But now I do it the way I want to do it now because I'm good.
Good.
Yeah. It was a hard battle, trust and believe. I didn't want to be in a wheelchair. I didn't want to be in a nursing home. I didn't want to do that because I was young. I didn't want to be around all them old people. I didn't want to be around all them old people, but I know I needed. Yes. So I had to learn how to do all that. I had to stop doing a lot of stuff. I had to stop because I used to be the type that partied and do all this stuff, drink and all. I used to do all that, but I had to stop all that. All that. I had to stop drinking. I had to stop partying because I couldn't get around like I want to. So I had to learn how to do all that over.
All right. All right. And you said the key word, determination. Determination, Deborah, determination. And I am a witness. I mean, God has been good. God has been good. You walk without the wheelchair and the cane. And doing things that you used to do.
You used to go out, I used to have my cane.
Yep.
And I ain't got my cane when you come around.
Yeah. So that's great. That is great, Deborah. That is great.
Yeah.
Now, how is your health status now, as of today? How is your health status?
Now, right now, I am considered going through dialysis. And what dialysis is, it helps your kidney function. So now I'm going through dialysis and I have to deal with the needles. Every time I go 3 times out the week, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the maximum is 4 hours, but I graduated, I only do 3 hours and 45 minutes. Okay. And I don't like needles, but you have to sit through needles or whatever, and how much they pull on you and this and that. They tell you don't eat certain things, so I don't do that. And I try not to do that. I ain't gonna say I don't do it all, but I try not to. And I just I was taking a lot of pills. I had to take blood pressure pills in the morning, and I had to take blood pressures at night. But when I was going to the dialysis getting my treatment, my blood pressure would be too low, so I stopped taking it. So I don't take it at all now.
Okay.
And I was taking like I want to say about 13 pills. Now I take about, I want to say 5. Maybe.
Oh wow,
yeah.
Deborah.
Yeah.
So you dropped from 13 to 5 pills.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's awesome, Deborah. That's awesome.
And right now to this very day, I may still have a problem with my blood pressure being too low, but that is only because how much they're pulling off you.
Okay, from dialysis.
So if it's going low while I'm on the machine, then that, because they check your blood pressure all the way through. You have blood pressure cup on you at all times. So if it going low on the machine, they'll go ahead and cut your what they pulling off you off. They'll cut it down. And so that's what we're doing now.
Okay.
But it is a life change. I didn't know what to expect because I had heard all the myths and all the things that they say about you're gonna be dark, your skin gonna be dark, you're gonna be sick all the time. Now, don't get me wrong, you do get sleepy. It do make you tired and sleepy. It do drain all your energy. It do. So it do take like the whole day to kind of get yourself together. But the next day you fine. Well, then you got to get ready for the next day because you know you're going back to the dialysis. So it's a give and take kind of thing. And I was, if you can't believe it, I used to be 306 pounds. I'm down all the way down to 250.
All right, all right.
All that way. Yep, I'm not the same Deborah Noel. My nickname used to be Big Sexy. I'm still I used to be that. And, you know, people still call me Big Sexy. They still call me that because that's what they know me by. But
okay.
Yeah. So you know, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. I appreciate that. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Well, Deborah, you still sexy.
Okay.
You're still sexy.
Thank you.
Well, not the couple of pounds done shed off, but you're still sexy.
Yeah. Thank you.
So what would you tell people about overcoming life changes? Anything you would like to share in closing that you would like to share, tell people? I mean, you talk about your determination and your belief and your faith in God.
Yeah.
To bring you this far. And I am a witness. I knew the Big Sexy and the Slim Sexy. You know, we've been knowing each other for a long time. So I know the story. I know the story. And what I see now, you know, I mean, it's grace, God grace. And you know,
now,
so I know the story.
What I can say to everyone is listen to your doctors. I know you might be like me. You might be my type. Don't like doctors, don't like hospitals, don't like to take medicine and all that. But I had to learn the hard way. To go ahead and take your medicines. Listen to what the doctors say. Change what you used to do. Because if you don't do all that, it's going to be the alternative. And I'm pretty sure the doctor will tell you, well, what you do now, don't eat this, don't eat that. And I'm not saying don't eat it, but if you do eat it in moderation. Don't just pick out on it. You know, like they tell me don't eat oranges because you don't want you to have citrus or whatever. And I love oranges. I love the little cuties and the little halos. I love that. But what I do now, I just cut it all the way out. Now, it took me a minute. Now, don't get me wrong. It took me a minute. It took me a minute to don't eat it at all. So now, if I only get it if I have a taste for it.
Okay.
And I just eat it one time, and that's it. They tell me don't eat hot dogs. I love hot dogs. I love hot dogs. But what I do now, it took me a minute to get over that too. But I don't eat hot dogs like that. I just eat it like if I have a taste for it. So once I get the taste out of my mouth, I'm good. Now the one thing I can't get rid of, they tell me don't drink dark sodas. Okay. I love my Pepsis. So I got a case of Pepsi in here right now. I got a case of Pepsi. But what I do is because I like to have something strong to drink when I eat my food. So that's just a little something that I love. So I drink it, yes I do, and I may drink one, like when I eat dinner or something like that. But I don't I gotta drink. I would have drank a Pepsi this morning. I drank one this afternoon. Drink. I can't do that because you can't have all that juice, that liquid on you like that.
Yeah.
So lifestyle changes are bad. I mean, are good, but it's hard. Trust and believe it's hard. That's probably why I lost all this weight too, because I had to change a lot of stuff. Now, I'm really not a go out and eat person, but when I go out and eat, I have to monitor what I eat. I have to monitor what I drink, how much I drink. I make sure, because every day they give you like 40 ounces of liquid every day. So that would include what you drink, what you eat, if it got water in it, or whatever like that. So it's real tedious. This disease is real tedious, but you can do it if you got determination to do it.
Okay. We having a little technical difficulties there. All right. Deborah, are you there?
I want to live to see. I want to live a long time until the Lord call me home. I want to live a long time. So if I can be a witness to somebody that's going through the same thing I'm going through, I want you to just stay prayed up. Keep yourself motivated at all times. It's gonna be hard. Don't think it's easy. It's gonna be hard. Trust me. It ain't took me overnight to get like this. It took a while for me to get like this. And I've been on dialysis for almost 3 years now. So after being on dialysis for 3 years and all the myths and stories I've heard about it, it is not what I thought it was. You have to experience it for yourself. You might have a different experience than I did.
Okay.
Than I am having right now. It might be totally different. And you might have a whole totally different story. But I'm pretty sure in the middle, we're going to meet back at the same thing, same story, same thing. It might come different, but it's going to be the same story. Okay. So I just want you to be motivated. That's all it is, to be motivated. Don't let it break your spirit. Just keep going.
Yeah.
And also, just on the side note, please take your vaccine. I took mine. I got mine on Thursday.
Okay.
I got the one shot.
Oh, okay. Okay, the Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got
great.
that. And it don't hurt. My arm wasn't sore. And they put in this arm here. I'm good. It tingles. You could feel the medicine going in or whatever. And you might be hurting for a little bit, like for maybe like 30 minutes. But after that, you fine. Your arm, you know how sometimes you get a flu shot?
Yes.
And you still be sore and all that. You don't even you don't have to worry about that. So I just want to put that motivation out to you if you wonder whether or not to get it.
Okay. I appreciate that. There's nothing wrong with that. Definitely nothing wrong with that. And thank you. Thank you, Deborah.
No
thank
problem.
you so much for joining us today. I even learned something, and I've been knowing you for some years. I've been knowing you for some years. So thank you so much. And everyone, her personality has not changed. She's always been bubbly and loving person.
Yeah.
Always been. And Deborah, I really appreciate
always
this.
Gonna be like that.
I appreciate it. And thank everyone for joining us today. My name is Andrea Huffman. I am the founder and CEO of Relations to Business. And this is our segment called Something to Think About. So look for more segments like this to come. We are spearheading this. We're talking with people with different situations that everyone can relate to. So thank you again, Deborah, and you have a wonderful day.
Yes, I sure will. And bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.